In a time when truth was being twisted and quiet deception spread among believers, a message had to be written. Not by a king or prophet, but by a humble servant, Jude, a servant of Jesus Christ and brother of James. He had first intended to write about salvation, about the hope they all shared. But something urgent changed his mind. A hidden danger had crept into the community, unnoticed and unchallenged. So instead, Jude wrote with urgency, calling believers to stand firm and defend the faith that had been entrusted to them once and for all. This was not just a letter. It was a warning and a call to action for anyone willing to listen. Certain people had slipped in secretly. They didn't announce themselves or stand out in obvious ways. They blended in, spoke like everyone else, and appeared harmless. Yet their teachings were dangerous. They twisted God's grace into an excuse for wrongdoing and denied the authority of Jesus Christ. Many didn't recognize the threat because it came in a subtle form. Jude warned them not to be naive. He reminded them that deception often hides behind familiarity. The real danger wasn't far away. It was already within their midst, quietly influencing hearts and minds and leading people away from truth. To make his warning clear, Jude pointed to the past. He reminded them of people who were once saved but later turned away. He spoke of angels who abandoned their rightful place and faced judgment. He recalled cities like Sodom and Gomorrah, destroyed because they chose corruption instead of righteousness. These were not just distant stories. They were living warnings. They showed that turning away from truth always leads to consequences. History itself stood as evidence that ignoring God's way brings destruction, no matter how confident or secure people may feel at the moment. Jude described these false teachers in vivid ways, so no one would misunderstand their nature. They were like hidden reefs beneath the sea, capable of destroying ships without warning. Like clouds without rain, they promised much but delivered nothing. Like trees without fruit, lifeless and empty. They followed their own desires, spoke with arrogance, and lived without spiritual direction. Outwardly, they appeared normal, but inwardly, they were lost. Their influence was dangerous because it looked harmless on the surface, yet it slowly pulled others into the same confusion and error. Long ago, even Enoch had spoken about such people. He warned that the Lord would come to judge all and expose every ungodly act. Nothing would remain hidden. Every careless word, every act of deception, every secret intention would be brought into the light. Jude used this reminder to emphasize that God sees everything. No false teaching escapes his attention, and no wrongdoing goes unnoticed. This truth was meant to awaken the believers, reminding them that accountability is real and that truth will ultimately prevail over deception. But Jude didn't only warn, he also encouraged. He told believers to build themselves up in their faith, to stay rooted in truth and grounded in what they had been taught. He urged them to pray continually and remain in God's love. Instead of being shaken by confusion, they were to grow stronger spiritually. Their strength would not come from fear, but from consistency, holding firmly to truth even when surrounded by falsehood. This was their defense against deception, a steady, growing relationship with God. Jude also explained how to treat others during such times. Some people were confused and unsure, and they needed patience and mercy. Others were closer to falling completely and needed urgent help, like being pulled from a fire. But even in helping others, believers had to remain careful, guarding their own faith so they would not fall into the same trap. And as you listen to this message today, remember how important it is to stay alert and grounded. If this story is helping you understand more, don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel for more powerful biblical insights. In the end, Jude lifted their focus away from fear and back to God. He reminded them that they were not alone in their struggle. God is able to keep them from falling and to present them strong, without fault, and full of joy. This was more than encouragement, it was assurance. Even in a world filled with confusion and deception, God's power remains greater. Those who stay rooted in Him will not be overcome, now and forever. His message, though short, carries lasting truth even today. Stay alert, guard your faith, show mercy, and trust in God's power to keep you strong. Because in a world full of confusion, truth still stands firm. And if you want more stories like this that build your faith and understanding, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel so you never miss what's coming next.